What up guys, Victor here, and in my hands I have two very pretty fish. These guys are strawberry grouper, and if you guys want to see how I went ahead and hunted these guys underwater, and then towards the end of the video and see how I cooked them and made a very yummy recipe, stick around.
The biggest strawberry I've ever seen.
Check out the size of these strawberry groupers. Down back home by us, these things would be like this big. I have never seen them, let alone shot them or caught them this big. This guy's still grunting. What a beautiful fish. It really is. They got all these little spots, and this guy's, if you guys look, there's actually no, I hit him one time and it bounced off the head, and this one went into a tiny little rock where I could barely see. It was only about this, it was only about that wide. And I thought that I had shot him the second time. And I thought that my shaft and my pole spear was stuck in him as well with the rock. So I put my hand in there, grabbed him by the gill, and I pulled him out, and I was like, what the heck, my spear's not attached to it at all. It was just the grouper, so he was just chilling in there because I injured him. So luckily we got him out. Alright guys, welcome back to the dock. Here is our strawberry grouper, also known as a red hind grouper, and these guys are actually pretty monstrous for their species. These guys do not look like big grouper, but the size of this grouper is big for its species. We do not get them that big down here in South Florida, and this is about the average size that Brooke and I saw on our trip to the Bahamas. I almost feel guilty cutting into this guy because it just looks so good. It is crazy to see the difference in fish sizes and just abundance between our coast and then the Bahamas. As you guys have heard me say already, that the strawberry grouper we have over here, number one, we very rarely see them, and number two, when we do see them, they're not big. They're probably half a pound, quarter pound. I've never seen one this big, but in the Bahamas, man, that's basically all we saw. We saw so many strawberry grouper. And another thing we saw a lot of is mutton snapper. And the size of the mutton snapper that we saw over there, the average size was just so much bigger than we have over here too. Let's get the cheek meat out of this guy too. I'm kind of just feeling around. It's kind of like the cheek meat is right between the eyeball and the mouth, and then right here, it's kind of like you feel a hard section, then it gets a little bit soft, and that's what I'm trying to cut around. There's probably a more effective way to do it, but I do not know it yet. And the grouper cheek meat we're getting out of this guy is not that big, but I'm sure if you get a 20-pound grouper, 30-pound grouper, it's probably a substantial amount. Alright guys, that is the last grouper fillet, and I hope you guys enjoyed the spearfishing part of this video. I know it's something different, new. You guys don't see a lot of spearfishing on this channel, but that's what I'm trying to do, is bring about as much diversity and show you guys the life that I live, the life that Brooke lives, the life that we love to enjoy. That is the outdoors, being outside, getting nitty-gritty, getting dirty, getting our hands dirty, and eating the things we catch and not letting it go to waste. So next clip you guys will see will be in the kitchen, and I'll catch you there. Alright guys, Chef Vic coming back at you with another catch and cook. Now what I want to do with this dish and this catch and cook is really give you a feel of the Bahamas, the experience, the cuisine, and the people, and that's what we're going to do. We're making banana fritters, also known as banana pancakes, and this is one dish that I really enjoyed in the Bahamas. It's this just sweet, fluffy type bread that you guys eat. You can eat it for breakfast, or the Jamaicans, Bahamians, they also eat it as kind of a dinner dish as well. And we're gonna pair that with our strawberry grouper fillets, which are very tasty. We're gonna do them a little bit of a spicy style with some Creole blend. But to balance out that spice, we're gonna pair it up with a balsamic vinegar strawberry glaze. I've had this idea brewing in my head and it's gonna be really good. So let's get to cooking. Okay guys, starting with the sauce, first thing we're doing is I'm just gonna roughly chop up my strawberries. I want them to be pureed, I guess you could say. I don't want this sauce or this glaze to be coarse at all. I want it to be a smooth, uniform texture. Got our strawberries cut up. We'll put into our little magic bullet cup right over here. I'm gonna do about 1/2 cup of balsamic vinegar, right in between them. Just right around 1/4 cup of sugar. This is just raw cane sugar that I'm using to blend. So you guys see the consistency is just like water. I don't have any really strawberry pulp in there. That's what I was going for. First thing I want to get going, because my glaze, I had to bring to a boil and then I want to simmer it for a long time and get it thick. I want it to be a syrupy consistency, and I want all those sugars of the strawberry and the balsamic vinegar to release, and that does take a while. So it's better to start it now rather than later. We're gonna do just a couple of squirts of lemon juice, get some citric acid in there. Now what I got here is not too ripe of bananas, but definitely on the more ripe side. And we're gonna go ahead and just peel them, put them in here, and I recommend using a bigger mixing bowl. It's always better to use a bigger one than a smaller one, otherwise you will have a lot of spillage. I just got this big old fork and I'm just gonna mash my bananas until they're super fine and mushy. Our glaze came to a boil. Now, the first thing we're gonna do, all the way to low. Reduce it all the way to low, and I'm gonna leave it uncovered, and I'm just gonna let this guy go 10-15 minutes, and just periodically, every 2 to 3 minutes after that 10-minute mark, kind of just check the consistency until I have that desired consistency that I want, which is kind of like, I kind of almost want it to be like syrup you'd put on your pancakes. Now we're gonna do 2 cups of all-purpose flour. And do a little mix before I add in the second cup. I'm gonna do 1/4 cup of milk. And if there's any Bahamians or people from the Caribbean watching this and you guys think I'm absolutely butchering your nation's food, comment below, because I've never made them. I just found some recipe online and I'm just going for it. So if you guys got some good recipe for banana fritters, feel free to comment that puppy below or email me, because I'm always willing to learn. We're gonna do 1 heaping spoon of sugar, brown sugar. We've got a teaspoon of vanilla extract, right around a tablespoon of cinnamon, and just a couple of splashes of nutmeg. Just like that, not too much. We'll do just a pinch, probably 1/4 teaspoon of salt, some kosher salt. You guys see the consistency, how it's kind of just that real goopy, chunky stuff. So I got a deep pan right here, and I'm actually gonna fry the fritter, so it's gotta be able to sit in some oil, and I'm gonna put my heat right in between medium and high, to make sure my oil gets hot enough. And I'm just using pure vegetable oil. While we're waiting for our oil to heat up for our fritters, I got some kosher salt right here. Very important, whenever you're cooking fish, make sure you salt those babies up. Otherwise they just taste kind of bland. Even just fish with salt and butter taste amazing, so salt these guys up. Here's our cool little cheeks right here. I'm excited to try those. To saute our grouper, I want them to get that crispy exterior. So what I'm gonna go ahead and use is cornstarch. When you fry fish and coat them in cornstarch, they get a little bit of a crispier edge as opposed to just using traditional flour. And I'm going to season my cornstarch with the Creole blend that I told you guys about. And I'm going to be very liberal with this stuff because I want it to be kind of spicy. I want to put that strawberry balsamic glaze to kind of cool it off. So I'm gonna go kind of heavy with this Creole seasoning. Mix this guy up. And now you guys always hear me talking about making your dish look aesthetic and pleasing to the eye. Well, here's one way where you can really touch up your dish. And since strawberry is a big theme in this dish, I'm just gonna do a little strawberry garnish on everyone's plate. Just cut up some little strawberry slices. You guys could eat this as your side. You could put it on top of your fish. You could drizzle some of that strawberry glaze on top. And it just makes your plate look so much better. So now to check to see if my oil is hot enough, I'm just gonna take a little bit of my batter and just put it in my oil, see what happens. And it looks like he's hot enough. So I just got a big old spoon right here, and I'm just doing big healthy portions, spoon-sized portions, and I'm just gonna drop them straight in so they stick together. So our oil might be too hot because they're browning up really fast. So I'm going to reduce the heat. I'm going to actually take them off of the heat for a second. Alright guys, so the oil was a little bit too hot on that first batch. I don't know how they're going to taste, so we turned it down quite a bit. And I'm going to go ahead with the second one. They got too brown too fast. These guys are doing much better. I turned the heat down, and I'm assuming this is that golden brown color right there that we want. But the first ones, the taste is there, but the outside is just way too burnt. This is what happened to those first ones. My first time making them, definitely know next time that I need to reduce the heat. That's what the first ones look like. Alright, fritters are all fried up. Got a plate with a paper towel, absorb all the oil, and let these guys sit there. And then now let's work on our fish. Got my big pan right here, 2 tablespoons of butter, and check it out. I went ahead and got an actual olive oil bottle, I guess you would say. Very proud of this thing. Finally stepping our game up in this kitchen. Do half olive oil, half butter. We're gonna saute these grouper fillets, let this guy go. Here is our Creole cornstarch blend with our fish, and it's gonna go straight from fish, blend, into the pan.
Flipper right here.
Okay, my first critic, what do you think?
Good. It's good, the whatever this is, pancake or what, it tastes good.
Banana fritter.
Okay.
What about the sauce?
And
You like
the sauce, yeah, it's good. But I think it will be better if it's cold and not hot.
Yeah, I've had it in the fridge.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I had it in the
Yeah,
fridge.
you see, I'm right.
Starka, what do you think?
It's good.
What about the fish? Fishy or
And
no?
the fish is so
Fish is
good.
good.
Fish is so
Oh.
good?
Yep.
Yeah, there we go. This is all the way from the Bahamas, brought home to my family. This is what my plate looks like, guys. Here is the banana fritter. The first batch you guys saw, I burned a little bit, but I redeemed myself. Got some powdered sugar. Here's the strawberry grouper with the Creole, Cajun saute, some strawberries for garnish, and I wanted to put the strawberry glaze in a bottle, and I had it in the fridge, but it's still a little warm. What I was really going for was kind of a syrupy texture, and I didn't let it sit in the fridge long enough, so it never got thick, so I had a bunch of these little dots on my plate.
The cheek tastes very different
Really?
from the fillet.
Really?
It's a completely different texture.
This was a really fun catch and cook to make, and I guess I have Bahamas fever because I wanted to kind of bring that Bahamas feel to this dish, and I think I did just that. So if you guys like this video, you guys want to see more videos like it, And if you guys haven't subscribed, you're crazy because I don't know what you're doing. If you made it this far, you probably should subscribe by now. There will be lots more adventures, a lot more destinations to come, a lot more catch and cooks, interacting with locals and bringing back their cuisines into my kitchen. So stay salty and I'll see you on that next one.